How do all these things go together in diving, and how can you take this mask home for free? Let's dive in and find out. Welcome back to Tampa Bay Diving. My name is Blake and I'm a professional dive instructor and scuba content creator. And here we make videos to help improve your dives. In this next video, how to prep a new dive mask is going to be a part of our gear tips playlist. And I have to tell you, because YouTube says that I do, this is not a sponsored video in any way, and everything that you're going to see here I paid for with my own money. And indeed, this mask will be going home with one of you, so stick around till the end to find out how. Now, you can't dive a new mask straight out of the box. And that's because during the manufacturing process, the lenses of the mask are coated in like a fine layer of silicone. Now this silicone layer protects the lenses and prevents them from becoming scratched or damaged during manufacturing, storaging, or packaging processes. And this protective layer can cause a lot of fog, and it will continue to do so until it's either worn off or it's removed. But thankfully, there's a couple of ways that we can remove them. Now, the first way we have to remove that coating of silicone is by using a product called Scrub. And there are different manufacturers out there. Now, my preferred scrub is the brand called Stream to Sea. And you can pick this up for $10.95, I believe it was, on Amazon. I'll put a link down in the description. But this is reef safe, fish safe. It's going to protect our environment. It's not going to kill anything, which is what we want. So you can get this box and it comes with a package of scrub and a little bottle of defog as well, which you're going to need at a later time, but we'll go on to that. So all that you have to do is open up scrub, take off this little piece of foam, and just apply a small dab to the mask. So we're going to put some over here on this lens, and some over here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to rub it in really well. Get all in on both sides of the lenses. And you need to let it sit for several minutes. And so we'll let it sit and then we'll come back. Okay, so we've let the scrub sit for a couple minutes. Now what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to rinse this out. So let's put this to the side. We'll bring in our tub of water. And all we're gonna do is we're just gonna give it a good rinse off. So we'll get all that off right there. And so if there is some left around the skirt, all you want to do is just take a microfiber towel or something soft on a lens and just wipe that off around the skirt, and you can get that off pretty easy. Okay, let's take a look at how it did. Okay, so it's still got some fogging going on, so you may have to do this actually a couple times, but for the sake of this video, we're going to show you step number 2. Okay, so we've still got some work to do. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the second method, which is toothpaste. Now, because toothpaste is abrasive and it cleans off the plaque and the gunk off of your teeth, it's pretty good at cleaning off some of this silicone as well. So what we're gonna do is the same thing. Just take 2 pea-sized dabs. And the non-transparent toothpaste tends to work best. Not really a preferred brand or anything, but we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna rub it in, get it in circles around the mask. I'm just gonna get it rubbed in real good, just massage it into the lens, but be careful not to put too much pressure on the lens. All right, so we're gonna let this sit for a couple minutes and then we're gonna come back to it and we'll rinse it out and do the same thing. Okay, so now the mask has been sitting and we rubbed in our toothpaste. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go back to our bucket. Again, what we're gonna do is just give it another good rinse, rub that off right there. And it's very important that you get all of the toothpaste off and clean out the mask really well after this. I don't know if any of you have actually ever touched your face after you've been brushing your teeth and you accidentally got some toothpaste in your eye, but it does sting. So let's avoid that and let's just make sure we get all this out. Give it a good rinsing and a good thorough drying. Wipe down with a nice soft towel before we ever put it on our face. All right, so let's see how we did here. Okay, so we can see there's still some fogging around the nose and around the top of the eyes right here. So between the scrub and the toothpaste, we got most of it off. But there's one more method, and that is to use a lighter. All right, so we have one more method to try to get off all that layer of silicone out that we saw around the nose piece and at the top here. But like I said, that's fire, and since I am not gonna be keeping this mask, it's gonna be going to one of you guys. I'm not gonna do it on here. So what we want to do is we want to grab one of these long neck barbecue lighters. These tend to work best for this. I don't recommend using a regular lighter because your hand is just too close to the flame. What we're going to do is we're going to grab my Scuba Pro mask and we're going to move the strap out from behind it. Now, what you want to do is take the lighter and you're just going to move it around, and you constantly want to keep it moving. Now, you don't want to hold on too long because you can actually damage the glass or damage the skirt, but you just want to keep it moving. Constantly moving to burn off any of that excess silicone that's on there. Now, after this, we'll set this down, bring our tub of water back, and we'll just give it another good rinse off. Okay, so let's talk about the mask that we're gonna be giving away. So this is the Atomic Venom Frameless mask, and it's calling it on here eye candy, which I gotta say, guys, it's beautiful. And what Atomic does is they use their ultra clear lens, which it's a little marked up right now because we just cleaned it out, but definitely we'll get this a little polished up for our lucky winner. But so this ultra clear mask is supposed to offer up to 96% improved visibility. And this is, like I said, frameless, so it's got co-molded silicone that's fixed around the lens, which prevents more failure points. And then this right here is the gummy bear face seal, they're calling it. And guys, this is as soft, or not softer than gummy bears. It looks like it would fit perfectly around my face, so I'm kind of jealous of whoever's gonna get this. I may have to go out and buy one, but this is soft and it's just gonna be so comfortable on your face. Now, the only thing I would recommend getting is a neoprene mask strap to prevent tangles in your hair. So if you're like me and you have long hair, it's definitely, you gotta get that neoprene mask strap to cover that up. All right, guys, so here's how we're gonna do the mask giveaway. Once we get to 500 subscribers, we're gonna take everybody's name, put it into an application, and let the computer randomly draw it. Now, we'll keep everybody updated on our progress through Facebook and Instagram. And when we do announce it, we'll do it in a video and we'll reach out to the lucky winners so they can claim their prize. So be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and share this video with all your friends so we can hurry up and give this beautiful thing away. Now, I'll be back next week with another video, but until then, plan your dive and dive your plan.